Hello, I'm Kenneth, and this is my first YouTube video, and this will be my first LEGO Star Wars review, and my first LEGO Star Wars comparison video. So I'm going to compare two sets and give you a review all in one, so this will be a nice video. Make sure to check it out. Also, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment if you want to. I want to get some advice here if I'm doing good or not. So let's get right down to it. This is the box for the 75267 Mandalorian Battle Pack with 102 pieces, ages 6+, although that doesn't really matter. This is from the Mandalorian TV show. The box art you can see is the same as the 2019 box art, same theme. The actual box art, the background of this, is of Navarro, which is the planet the Mandalorian is from. That's the place where he takes Baby Yoda to turn him in, but then steals him back. So I think everyone should know what planet I'm talking about by this point. So cool box art. I'm not going to give you the price per piece. Sorry about that. The instructions, they're typical instructions. Not much to say here, although this is the first LEGO set I've bought in a while, and it has this cool Instructions Plus thing, where you can take your phone and scan and get the instructions on your phone. Now, this is not needed, but it was just cool that LEGO put this here, and I thought it was interesting. Okay, you get 4 minifigures in this battle pack, because it is a battle pack, and by definition of battle pack, 4 figures and a small LEGO build. Now, in this case, they did 2 small LEGO builds, but they're like really small LEGO builds. But they're kind of bigger than any LEGO build I've seen like in a battle pack before. So this is a very good value for your money, because it was the same amount of money as any other old battle pack. You get 4 different custom characters here, Mandalorians, all with full different color schemes, and they're the only ones like that. They have these really nice capes here. Oh, this is a bad example, but they cover the full body here, but they don't go much over, unlike all the other capes. So I thought that was interesting. The Mandalorians also, they came with these little ranged antenna pieces, so you can clip them on here to the helmet, and they can come down, and the Mandalorians look through them. You also see Captain Rex do this in the Clone Wars. They look through it and they like scan. It's kind of like binoculars, I guess, but then they can shoot stuff, I assume. As you can see, the Mandalorians all have black faces. That is because I assume that LEGO wanted to keep these characters nameless and faceless, so you would buy a ton of them and build your army of Mandalorians. However, that was not the impression I got from this battle pack. I assume that every Mandalorian's armor is unique and personal to themselves. Sabine Wren is a great example. So even if you got more, you would just have to mix and match, and like this dark orange doesn't really go with this light blue helmet, if you get what I'm saying there. So that is why I only bought one of these. Yeah. So one of the builds here is this scenery from Navarro, I assume, because it has the same colors as the planet's surface. What's cool about this build here is in the back, where you can put this blaster. That's not a blaster, it is a stud shooter, and I just hate stud shooters. Let me rant for a second. These things, no one's actually gonna shoot the stud unless you're a little kid, so I mean that kind of makes sense. LEGO's a kid's toy and they made it, but I just miss the old days with the old blasters, and they looked more like movie blasters, even though they never looked like the actual blasters. So maybe LEGO could go in a completely different route one of these days and make LEGO blasters that actually look like the actual blasters from the movie. Just a thought. So you can put this stud shooter and clip it on the back of the scenery here, and that is for the Lady Mandalorian on the speeder. Now you can take a different Mandalorian and you can place them into the scenery there, and then you can place the stud shooter on here, and you have some sort of like a turret where you are in the turret, and you're kind of protected, I guess, even though you're not protected from this side or this side or this side or this side. So Okay. The speeder design is more beefier than the other speeder design. Still is a great swoop bike. I love it. This one has some weapons, so I guess that's a plus for it in playability. And it has this cool, like, actual bit of thrust, so I mean, it gives a reason why this speeder bike moves, which is different from the old speeder bike, which didn't have an engine or anything. So, the last thing I wanted to talk about, we talked about the range finder thingies, and LEGO also gave you 4 visors if you want to put visors on them. I'm not going to show because I think they look stupid with the visors on, but the visors fit very nicely, I will add, and I really like them. So here is the Mandalorian male helmet design and the Mandalorian female helmet design. So if you can tell, the black where their eyes are so they can see out is slightly different on the females. It's more curved on the females, and on the males it's just completely straight. So I like that LEGO specifically brought in the males and females, so now you can have male and female Mandalorians fighting each other just like in the movies and TV shows. So I thought that was more realistic, and that is something that the 2011 version of this Mandalorian Battle Pack lacks. So now is the second part of the video, where I go into the comparison part, where I will talk about the 2011 Mandalorian Battle Pack and compare it to the 2020 Mandalorian Battle Pack. So here we go. The instructions, obviously, this one had more to build, so it's thicker. It has the cool thing I talked about earlier, but this does not have the cool phone ability. This is wrinkled, so obviously this one looks better. Not much to say there. They each are the same thing. The speeder design for the 2011 Mandalorian Battle Pack is about the same. It's a little different. That's okay. But it does not have a engine for thrust, and it is only as wide as the minifigure's legs. So it does have this clear piece where you can like set it up for a mock or something and pretend that it's flying when it's not, which is kind of cool, but I mean, it doesn't beat guns it being wider and thrust. So the speeder design, full points to the 2020 speeder for being better. Now the minifigure here, there were 4 of these Death Watch Mandalorian troopers, and the best thing about them, they had jetpacks. So look at these jetpacks. They're like so cool, and I really love that they had jetpacks, and I really hate that these guys don't have jetpacks. Now, while these guys' capes may be super cool and unique and iconic and beautiful, they're just not as super beautiful as the Death Watch troopers. And after seeing Season 7 of the Clone Wars, where the last 4 episodes, everyone had a jetpack, seeing Mandalorians without jetpacks is just sad, and that really hurt me. Also, I think maybe one of the reasons they did this is in the Mandalorian TV show, they kind of changed Mandalorians from a race into a creed, and not everyone in the creed had a jetpack, so I didn't really like that very much, but on the whole, I love the show. I thought it was good. This battle pack is good. The final part of the battle pack is the turret. So this was a makeshift turret. They tried to model it after the last one with not any success. This is not what the last one looked like. The last one looked like this, but we have customized the turret to make it a Maul Mandalorian turret, so you can put your Maul Mandalorian on there in Season 7 of the Clone Wars. Basically, it's the same thing really, just different colors. It doesn't have any scenery, it is just a armored platform with a machine gun. I mean, I like this a lot better than that. This gives you no cover, this has armor, that's not a machine gun, this is a machine gun, this makes more sense, it's better. So, point for this build, so they're tied. I like this minifigure better because it has jetpack, that's another point, so 2011 is winning. So now my opinion, which should really be the final judge of everything, is what I like better. Now, while each of these minifigures is custom and perfectly good, and printing is unique to each and every one of them, and it makes them look awesome, I'm not a fan of the light blue, although I like it more today than I did yesterday when I opened it, so I don't know what that was about. But green? is not a Mandalorian color. So I don't know, the Mandalorian colors, they're like dark colors with a little bit of light colors, and when you put light colors as the main thing, it just doesn't work for me. So I like these two minifigures not so much, but this minifigure is better than all of them except maybe that one. And when you got 4 of these dudes, especially with the Clone Wars coming out, they're just so much better. Also, they come with real blasters, so that is another plus to why the 2011 Battle Pack is better. So, if you're trying to find Mandalorians because you didn't know they existed until the Mandalorian TV show, and you're trying to buy some because you think it'd be cool to have them, this is the better one to get because it is cheaper. If you try to get this battle pack somewhere else, especially now in Season 7 of Clone Wars, it's very expensive for what you're getting, and that's just not cool. So, that's that. I hope you guys liked the video. Make sure to watch other videos. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.